I didn't think it was a hard time. I asked him a question, he didn't answer it, so I asked him to answer it again.
And what were you pushing him on?
I wanted to know that I could trust him on the economy, and that was the question I wanted answering, and he didn't really answer it.
What were you hoping to get from him this evening?
What I wanted tonight more than anything was to get answers from people about their policies and what they were going to do, not what they thought the other parties were going to do, and that's what I wanted him to talk about.
Andrew, you questioned David Cameron, didn't you?
Yeah. I just think with him not being actually truthful about what the cuts are going to be to the welfare state, the point I made was he's either being deceitful or he's just simply deciding not to tell the public. So I think my point was simply, how could I possibly vote for that? And I think, how can anyone else vote for it? I think it's fairly condescending and patronising of the British public.
Were you satisfied with the answer that you got?
No. Well, it's just typical fluff and bluster and talking around the edges, so, yeah, didn't answer the question at all.
Were you impressed by anyone this evening?
Yeah, I thought there were lots of impressive bits. I thought it was a really good evening, very interesting to get up close with the people who want to be the leaders of the country, and I thought it was a really interesting evening.
And how does it feel to be part of what is quite a historic event, really? You know, a major television event the week before polling day and the most unpredictable election in a generation.
Oh, it's a real privilege, isn't it, to be chosen to ask questions of those people. And it's fantastic. It's been in Leeds where we do ask honest questions and we expect honest answers.
How do you feel about sharing a television platform with the Prime Minister of the country?
I think it's great, yeah. I mean, as you said, having it here in Leeds is fantastic. I mean, usually this sort of stuff happens in London, being truthful. So, no, it was great just being in the same room as them, seeing them up close, and actually being able to put questions to them, which, not many people get a chance to do.
Catherine, did anything change for you this evening? Do you feel any differently about the three people who were on that stage tonight than you did when I spoke to you on the way in?
Yeah, I think so. I think there were certain things that I had my mind change on. Strangely for me, that was in the last speaker, Nick Clegg. There were a couple of things that he cleared up some thoughts to me on. So it was really useful.
Was it worth it, do you think, Andrew? It was nice to be part of, but did it make a difference, do you think?
I think I'll still vote Labour. I think Cameron's gone down in my estimation tonight. I think if that was even possible. I thought Nick Clegg was very good, very truthful. I think he comes across a lot more truthful and a lot more open and honest and down to earth compared to Cameron and Miliband, but I'm still going to stick with what my intention was, to vote Labour.
What's one thing you'll take away from tonight?
The politicians still aren't answering the questions that we're asking them.